continue with the next stage of our metallic pieces, and it is start to generating the shines on the wheels. For this we will need a light tones, and what we will start to do is to paint the edges of the surface. If you search for image in Google or Pinterest, you will find that in most of the cases, the place where the metals suffer the most wear is in these edges. So this is the effect we want to achieve. We will paint the edges of these surfaces, but not necessarily in such a polished way. In fact, if we paint in an irregular manner, it will give us a better effect. We will need another light tone because we will generate some stronger shines. For that we will need two versions of the lighter color. Let's paint this tip of here. Generally is where the wear is greater. The tips is where you can see generally most of the damage. As you can see, I'm not painting completely the borders, but some parts. Not necessarily all the edge needs to be damaged, but some parts needs to be more damaged than others. Here in the scratches a little too. This top edge also has to be painted a little, even if it is hidden by the wrist protector. It's convenient to give it some wear. We are getting a more complete effect, but we still need to add more wear. Here in this point, let's go with this exterior border. You can also extend much more the amount of wear. That's by your own. You will decide how much wear do you want the metal to have. I will not make too much wear, only some borders, and that in a very little amount. The idea here is to mark the upper side of these scratches to give the idea that the edge is peeled. Remember to use a very thin brush so that the marks are noticeably thinner. Here a little too. Well, even these cavities, we can make some edge wear so they look more natural. Let's continue with the scratches. I think that this piece is almost complete. And now we will do the same, but in the other side. We already know that it is simply to mark the edges using this technique. Let's continue here, damaging the piece's edges. Here, this corner, you should notice more wear. Let's start with the piece scratches, and we will paint the scratches edges. Well, the piece is more complete. We only left some scratches. We will continue with the lighter tone of the white color. Well, now what we are going to do is that with a lighter tone, we will start to make some edge a little more bright. The idea is to show that some damages are much deeper than others. So this two white tone game will help us to achieve that. Let's make here some superficial marks. We can use some alpha to make some more specific brightness. Well, I believe that with this we have finished these plates. As you see, the technique is relatively easy. Let's leave these plates with these scratches and let's continue with the next piece.